It's been a while since you guys seen me, huh? Happy 4th of July, BTW. Thought I'd stop before I go get my festivities on and make a nice little video for you, because I actually had some time. You know, we lost a little bit of funding, but I also want to say I spent a lot of my time here in the past couple weeks watching ballet, children's ballet, outside the window, from the street. It's the sidewalk. Everybody can own the sidewalk. You can do whatever you want. Government, you can't stop me from watching my favorite kind of dance, children's ballet. But anyway, so what I wanted to do today was talk a little bit more shit about you guys. I figured maybe, hey, you guys were feeling too good about yourselves, and maybe this whole fantasy baseball thing was feeling pretty good, but no. So I thought I'd come down and bring you all back to earth and talk a little bit more shit about you and your pathetic lives. And first of all, shout out to Seguin, taking that number 10 spot 2 weeks in a row in the power rankings. Good for you, buddy. It's pretty hard to do that against a team that had an auto pick draft. You were there. You were there. I remember you making all these wise ass comments and shit like that. But where are you at now, Seguin? Bottom drawer. Maybe if you watch your team, shit will go different. That's on you, friend, acquaintance-ish, right? I mean, come on, let's be honest here. So anyway, what happened last week? Oh, this isn't the week I want. Week 13. Tim was on Mad Fire, finally got put out by Dave, and Dave, for whatever reason, has just been inching closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to the top, right? I mean, like you can see in the power rankings here, I've been at number 1 for several weeks in a row. Now Dave is actually like 0.08 behind me. Nobody knows why, but I mean, I guess it is what it is, you know. But I do want to go on the record and say I don't like the way vacuum is spelled. Think about that for a little bit. Think how vacuum is spelled. I don't agree with it. I don't think that's the way you should spell vacuum or any sort of words. You can't have two U's right next to each other. What the fuck is that? That's like a name of a terrorist, right? So think about that for a little bit. Think about vacuum spell, and I want you to get back to me on that one. But anyway, so Dave cools Tim off by a little bit, not by much. I mean, Dave won 6-4-1, so it's not like he has a whole bunch of stuff to really write home and tell Tina about. But you know, Tina, being the nice lady that she is probably going to listen anyway, even though she doesn't give two fucks about Tim and Dave, both of them actually. I think she cares a little bit more about Firkins than she cares about either of them. I'm not even talking mad shit about Tina. Tina's a sweetheart, but let's be honest. She doesn't give a fuck about you, Tim. Especially not Dave. Nah. No way, Jose. No way. She told me once. She's like, this Firkins guy. And I was like, I don't know about this Firkins guy. I was like, if you like short guys that are really loud and really cocky when they get really drunk, then sure. But you might as well go Dave Travis. And then she's like, no, I'm more about this tall guy thing. And I was like, well, then I guess Dave's the right way to go. I don't know what you got for me. I mean, I don't know what you want. So anyway, but you know, this one time, speaking of Firkins, I watched that sick motherfucker eat a piece of string cheese like a banana. You know, just kind of crunchy like that. Who does that? Nobody. You're not supposed to eat string cheese like that. Stupid as fuck. Yeah, it's fucking dumb. But anyway. So where are we at now? So let's talk a little bit about Todd and I. What's there to talk about, right? Oh, wait. Whoa. That was a surprisingly fast erection I just got. So just about to say how I beat the fuck out of Todd. 8-3. Yeah. I made Todd look like the little man that he really is. Like, let's be honest here, right? I mean, let's be honest. 8-3. Wrecked him. But when your team bats 300 with an 888 OPS, you're going to have that happen sometimes, right? I mean, that's going to happen. So anyway, beat the hell out of Todd. Todd told me once that the first time he saw a penis was his dad's penis at a nude beach. Think about that for a little bit. Think about that one for a little bit. Yeah. So then we got Firkins versus Seguin. And Seguin, let's be honest, Seguin's just sitting there taking it like Helen Keller at a I don't know, a fighting ring in the middle of the 20s where they had to stand toe-to-toe. She's just standing there taking it, just like Seguin is right now. I mean, he's just getting his ass whipped all over the place right now. I mean, he's got his ass handed by Firkins, who's not impressive right now. Let's be honest. Now, I remember last year I talked mad shit about Firkins, ended up having the best record in the league. Will he turn around? Doubt it. But I think at this point in time, it's a little bit safer to talk a lot of shit about Firkins. Your team is looking, it did okay last week. But, I mean, your record, 64, 68, and 11, come on. Come on, man. Right? Right? Yeah, so, anyway. I mean, in all honesty, it looks like Seguin's on a really good career for bathroom graffiti. Yeah, I think Seguin's right on track to where he wants to be and really, really good at writing bathroom graffiti. So, anyway, who's next? So then we got Travis, who has been red hot. I mean, shout out to Travis. He has been red hot as of late. I don't like admitting that, but he has been. He's been climbing the power rankings every single fucking week. Actually, earned himself game of the week. He's going to play Caleb this week. Because Kim and Caleb are... Caleb, I swear to God, could be like up here and then down here. He's like a transvestite hooker. It's like up here for a little bit, and then you reach down here and you're like, oh God, and then he reaches back up, you know, kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, more about Travis. What is there to say about Travis? Beat the hell out of Mason. Mason. Wins the championship. Talks a lot of shit. And right now, you're not looking pretty good, friend. Yes, you're second in the Ricky Henderson division, but when you have Seguin in your division, what's that really mean? What does that really mean? What does that really mean? Nothing. It means nothing. Just... So, then you got Caleb, who beat the fuck out of Chad. Who, again, Chad had auto draft. And where's Chad at? He got beat 110 last week. And Caleb now just shot at the boards and now 72, 63, and 8. That's impressive. I've never seen a team this volatile in our league before. Literally just ba-ba, ba-ba, right? So, I mean, as far as Chad's team goes, it kind of looks like he got hit with a bat, and then somebody just kept hitting him again and again and again and again and again and again, right? So, you know, and then obviously Tim and Dave played each other last week. Dave beat him this one time back when Tim and I were wedding crashing. I was always really good at picking up girls for my friends. Usually I picked up the flower girls for my friends, but hey, you know what? We're all keeping score here. My friends are winning, you know? So, you know, it is what it is. And no means yes, and yes means anal. So my friends are winning. What are your friends doing, right? Oh yeah, so this next week you got coming up, believe it or not, guys, we're in week 14, and we only have 6 more left after this week. 7, standing right now, including 14. 7 more weeks till playoffs. It's hammer time right now, boys. We're in week 14. We got all the way matchup 21 to go. Travis and Caleb, as stated, are game of the week this week, because why wouldn't they be? You know, it's one time, though, here's a fun story. I was out down. We were downtown. Travis and I were, and there's this kid street dancing. So Travis started street dancing, and then they just kicked him in the back of the head, you know, and they were really good. And then they took his wallet and his watch and his keys and then his shoes, and that was the last time I ever seen Travis street dance. But the moral of the story is, don't go down to the Mississippi River, because the smiley face killer will get you. Man, let's think about that. But I do want to say today's show is sponsored by these things. Paper clips, right? I guess. You know, almost as good as Staples, but they're like their retarded cousin. So that's today's show. I'm going to have to start doing this a little bit more because we lost some funding. This is not got funding back. Office Max, believe it or not, funded. Yeah. So, all right, well, that's that, guys. The weekend's coming to an end, and this league is moving by fast, but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like somebody killed somebody, right? I just want to see a fucking ghost, right? Anyway, who wants to fight? This guy does. I'm gonna go fight somebody right now.